This is a video on how I create the thumbnails for my YouTube videos. What's nice about this is once you create your first thumbnail, you can use that as a template for all your other future videos. So I have two styles that I like to use, and it's influenced by the channel Think Media. I really like how they do their thumbnails, and I've kind of taken that as inspiration. As you can see, it's the white text with the different colors on the black background that kind of makes it look like it's closed captioning, and it really makes the letters pop on all types of backgrounds, plain colors or images. The two styles of thumbnails I use are, this first one, as you'll see, is if I'm talking about a concept or a specific person, I'll use the text with the black background, and then I'll have an image of the person or the topic. In this example, it's Grant Cardone, and I have the white sticker effect around him. I'll show you how to do that. And the second style is just a plain image with the text on the forefront, making it pop. So I'll show you how to do both of these. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with a basic blue background here. Now I like to find an image that kind of looks like it has a texture. Doesn't look so plain, just like a basic color. So we'll start with a nice blue background here. And now we need to find an image or a picture that suits the video topic. So let's do Grant Cardone. And if you go into Google and search Grant Cardone, you got a couple options here. You should probably choose one with a white background. As you can see, some of these images have already made it sort of like a PNG, so you can easily cut the forefront out. If you choose one of these images with a very busy background, it will just take you a while to trim neatly and perfectly around the image that you want to take. So if you can find an image with just a basic white background, and I'll show you why in a second, but let's choose this one right here. It's him holding his hand out, and we're gonna right click and we're gonna save this. We've opened up the image here in Photoshop, and the first thing we want to do is we want to double click on this background, and we want to make it a layer so that when we delete the background, it will keep the image as a foreground. So now we're going to go to the left hand side and select the magic wand tool, and we're going to grab all around in the white area around Grant Cardone, and as you can see, it will look like it has selected the area around Grant Cardone. And once selected, we're going to hit the delete button, and now we'll see Grant Cardone on that basic checkered background, which means that there is no layer behind him. It's transparent. So from the select menu at the top, we're going to go select all, which will grab that image, and then we're going to cut it and paste it into our blue background, and there he is. From there, with that already selected, we can click edit and then transform and scale, and let's grow this a bit larger by grabbing the top corner, and we're going to move it into a location that we like. So let's do about here. That looks good, and hit enter. And now we have Grant here, and we have some space on the left for some text. To add that sticker effect around the image, we're going to click the effects menu, and we're going to add a white stroke on the outside. This is up to your preference, but to make a nice sticker effect, I like to use 10 pixel size on the outside with 100% opacity and keeping that color white. So we're going to hit OK here, and as you can see, it has a nice sticker effect around the outside of the image. The last part would be adding the text, and I like to start with a basic black background. So in the shapes tool, we're going to right click and select a rectangle, and we're going to make a nice black rectangle about yay size. Let's change that to black, and we are going to deselect that rectangle shape in the bottom right corner in your layers panel. We're going to right click and we're going to rasterize layer, so we have full control over the text that we'll place inside. Now we'll hit the text option, and we will start writing our text. So let's just write something like Grant Cardone. Do Grant at the top, move that inside the box. That's actually a good size here. At any point, you can grab the rectangle by clicking on it and scale it to a size that looks a bit better with the text inside. That looks good. Click Grant. We're gonna move it kind of in the center there. And now we'll create this second part of the title. So what I like to do is you can just grab the text and the black background and just do a Control C, Control V. That's for PC, copy and paste. I'm not sure what it is for Mac. And we'll just change the text in the bottom to Cardone. I like to use the Poppins text, bold with an italic, but you can use whatever text suits your brand or your channel. And as you can see, Cardone is a bit larger here. So what we'll do is, I like that text size. So we'll just keep that text size. We'll move it a bit, but we got to grab this black background and transform, scale it to match the size of the text. So we'll grab it here. here, we'll move it around the wording, and we'll grab this too and just move it up a bit using the arrow keys just until I like the place. Sometimes I like to change the color of the text on the bottom to really make it pop. So let's copy Cardone and change it to a bright red. And there you go. That's an example of one thumbnail. The second thumbnail is a lot easier. We can even continue to use this as a template, but instead we can go to Google and search an image related to our topic. So let's say we're doing something on hiking. Search hiking in Google, see what comes up. This is a good picture here. Let's grab this one. If you want to be safe with no copyright, you can hit the tools option in the top, go to usage rights, and then click labeled for reuse with modification. But just for the example, I'll just show you how it looks with just this image here. I'm going to copy and save this to the computer. And now I'll open this image up. I'll select it all. I'll paste it into this template. Let's resize it so it fits the entire screen and change the text. Let's change it to hiking trip. Resize, and all done. That was a simple Photoshop thumbnail tutorial that you can make for your YouTube videos. If you want to add some emoticons or some arrows, or use the snipping tool to capture a part of your screen that you want to talk about, you can do that as well. You have a lot of options, but this is just a basic foundation, a basic template for you to generate multiple thumbnails very quickly and very easily.